Hi. Do you know something that all of us share? A part of our core childhood? It's Guitar Hero. What a great idea this was. Harmonix and Red Octane really cooked with this. They were able to make it so you could play a video game at home and feel like you were just absolutely shredding it. What a masterpiece this was. This is a core part of me growing up right here. But here's the thing. Modern day, we have Clone Hero, and you can still play Guitar Hero, of course, and people make custom guitars and sell them all the time. Super cool. And while I've made a few custom guitars myself before, as I was walking the other day through my local Food Max grocery store, next to the freezer aisle where all the ice cream was, there happened to be a toy section, and something there caught my eye. The Game Parlor electronic guitar. Not electric, electronic. For ages 8 and up, because 7-year-olds cannot handle this shit. This is too intense. Wait, if it's for ages 8 and up, and then it has the choking hazard not for said onions under 3 years old, there's a conflict here. You don't trust that people are going to follow this ages 8 and up warning? Wow, what a terrible manufacturer. Who made this? Let's take a look at this. So what we're going to do today is we're going to check this thing out, and I'm going to try and open it up. We're going to see how it works, and I'm going to make this into a functional Guitar Hero controller. At the smallest one I can, honestly. Now to do that, you need the green, the red, the yellow, the blue, the orange fret buttons, but you also need strum and maybe start and select. And I don't think there's buttons here for that, so we might need to, cram some buttons in there. But look at this, they got the whammy bar, they got the knobs, they just don't have the strum. So let's take a look at this thing, and then we're going to crack it open. It features 5 guitar sounds, which I think might be a little misleading, because if you look, you have 80s Heat, Time Thrills, 80s Heat again, Fearless Shred, and Nitro Mode. So if you press that blue button, you get a Nitro Cold Brew, a Pepsi Nitro, straight to your door. There is an on-off switch, and there's a speaker. So let's take a look at what Meridian Point brings us today. Take your music anywhere. It's not my music. It says your music, but this is not my music. Clip-on lanyard included. What a feature set. Where does it clip? Oh, it clips up here at the head? The tip? Oh, it's broken. Oh, my quality product. Creative fun for all ages. How creative can this really be when there seems to be 4 different sounds? Because heat is used twice. This was made in 2024. This has been sitting on some shelf for almost 2 years. Can you believe no one wanted to buy this? This was like $5, by the way. It only cost me $5 to get such a masterpiece toy. I'm so excited. There's a 0 to 3 set onions. Thank goodness. And I think that's all we're going to get. So let's go ahead and open this gently. Oh my, it's just shattering in my hands. That's what old plastic does to you. And the lanyard's taped in. Oh, give it to me. Damn. Let's get this waste out of here. Speaking of waste, let's look at this product. Oh, it has a manual. Thank goodness. I was worried I wouldn't know how to press some buttons. Let's see what this fortune cookie says. Battery warning, blah, blah, blah. Keep this card for reference. I'm definitely not doing that. And that's it. It's just a battery warning. I don't get any manual. I get nothing exciting. I'm going to keep this card for reference in the shredder. Let's take a look at what we got here. This is, you know how you expect something to be like lightweight because it's cheap? This is lighter than that. This weighs nothing. How much does this thing weigh? This weighs a grand 2 ounces, which is 56 grams for those of you not in the Freedom Country. 56 grams of goodness. Great goodness it is. Fortunately, it's all Phillips head screws because anything else would be far too expensive. Let's go ahead and throw a battery in it and let's have a listen. It takes 2 triple A's, or as the cool kids call them, super heavy duty E-circuit batteries. Let's go ahead and get a little before of what quality we expect here. The off-on switch has no labeling, so you don't know what's off and what's on. Maybe as soon as you turn it on, it just starts screaming at you. Let's try these buttons out. Oh, it was already on. No. Does it not work? I flip the switch, I press the buttons, nothing happens. I flip the switch, I press the buttons, nothing happens. There's no way. Hold on. Did I put the batteries in backwards because I'm stupid? No, those look correct. Are they making contact? It just doesn't work. Straight out of the box, it doesn't work. Imagine little Timmy saving up all the money he gets from beating up other kids in elementary school, and he saves up to buy this from Food Max, and it just doesn't work out of the box. Do I need new batteries? I feel crazy. It's like there's no quality control for a product like this. What does this world come to? Maybe those heavy-duty batteries aren't heavy-duty enough. Let's try something with some more edge. Let's try edging this little guitar. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried. There's your review of the E-Circuit super heavy duty batteries. All that mercury they took out, yeah, that's where the power was. Now we're going to get this rock party started. Flip that switch to on. Oh yeah, baby, you're ready to rock. And let's take a listen. You gotta be kidding me. It's still not working? Hold on. There's no way. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Apparently it's just really loose in there. You heard it. You heard it work, right? It worked and then cut and then worked and then cut. Just batteries out of the back of it. Something tells me this is not a quality product. I can't even get it before. I'm not doing anything wrong. I put batteries in it and I switch it to on. Look, it says on. It's just straight up not working. I can't get it to work. Let's go ahead and have a look inside. Let's break this puppy open. With the power of 5 Phillips head screws, I can dominate the world. Let's go ahead and see what's inside this masterpiece of a product. It's falling open in my hands. There's no... Oh my god, there's nothing in it. How does this work? Oh, parts are falling out. Oh my good god. Okay. Wow, this is cheaper than I thought it was. I mean, it was $5, but, you know. Okay, wow. This is really affordable. I'm going to go ahead and jump the gun and take this circuit board off, and I bet there's going to be a tiny little blob chip or something on the back of this, and that's where all the sound is processed and where everything leads back to, and this is way worse than I thought it was. Well, there's a little chip. Yeah, that's all it is it's the little tiny clicky buttons, and they're not evenly spaced. Why are they not evenly spaced? Is it just for like PCB design constraints? 6.3, 8.5, 7.3, 7.6. They're all like different. Why are they all random? And look at the speaker. Oh my good. Look at those wires. I don't know if you can see those. Look at how thin those wires are to that speaker coil. This is awful. If I put some batteries in it, do I see a voltage? Is it just this like battery holder or is it something else? There's a voltage there. So it should be working. And it's not. Who would have thought this might be a cheap product? So power is getting to that chip. It seems like, and it's just not, you know, working. This is great. There's also very little space in here for me to fit anything, because the speaker goes here, and I need to fit like a Raspberry Pi in here to make this into a controller. I'm so sorry, everyone. I know we were so excited to hear what wonderful music comes out of this thing, but looking at everything it's made of, it's just not going to work, and I'm not going to go buy a second one. I don't want to support this company and what they've created. What I have here is worthless. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and modify it and make this into a little controller. I don't know where the strum buttons exactly are going to go. I've got half of mine to just add 2 more of these buttons to the front of this and then hot glue them in place and solder to them. But let's go ahead and talk about how you make a controller with a Raspberry Pi. Super simple. We're going to take each of these little tiny buttons and we're going to connect one side and one side to ground and a pin. And that can emulate some button presses. But before we get into the excitement of that, we're going to have to modify this thing a little bit. Firstly, the colors are in the wrong order. It's supposed to be green, red, yellow, blue, orange. And the acute-eyed among you may realize that's not orange. Set that aside to... Oh, no, fuck. It fell over. Oh, everything's orange. Well, it's going to be like... No, stop rolling! Now that we have an orange fret and I got a drink for later, I'm not going to keep the batteries in it, so we can go ahead and add some flux to desolder these wires, which have a lot of how on them for these pads. Like, that's a lot. The speaker, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. We're going to leave it connected for now. You need a down and up strum. How close could 2 key switches be to each other? That's pretty good. I think I'm going to do that. I got the machinery. That totally actuates fine. So with a little bit of an extension on that, which is printing now, we should be good. Alright, so in theory, what I want to do is put a key switch here and a key switch here, and on the top we'll have our 2 buttons. That'll be perfect. We need to get the alignment just right, but that'll totally do. Here's my idea. Originally, I wasn't going to do all this. I was just going to make the frets and the strums, but if we just add a couple more buttons, I could add a start button, a star power button, and whammy. And I wanted to put the buttons under here and make them in these spots, but even seeing how these key switches don't protrude through the plastic, I'm actually going to mount these on top of the device, and we're just going to drill some holes for the little pegs to go through. If you don't see my vision yet, you're going to see my vision in a second. So let's add some more tiny little holes. Alright, look at that. So what we're going to do is we can take these buttons and just put them like this. And then I have the access to the wires, not really, on the other side. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just let me feel out my vision, okay? Okay, I've done the soldering for our frets, and essentially whatever had a shared ground, I'm just sharing the ground for them. The left of all these will be connected to ground, and the right will be connected to some GPIO pins. So when you press a button, it will trigger one GPIO pin, and you can map that to a fret. That's pretty simple. I just had to get the soldering started, so now I can work on putting these buttons in here, because I have to solder wires to them first. Look at that. That's a button, and I got some wires for it. So now the button can be on the top, and the wires are in the back, and I can do whatever I want with them. One wire in, two wire in. Pull it through. Yeah, it's a little wide, but that'll work. That'll work totally. And just like that, we have a start, a select, and a whammy button. Ain't that perfect? Soldering is complete on the button side of everything. All the buttons have wires attached. Now I just gotta take all these wires and attach them to the Pi. So half of all the buttons will connect to the grounds, and the other half of each button will connect to its own GPIO pin. So we're going to go ahead and solder all this stuff to the Pi and go from there. That should do it. So in theory, every button is connected to a GPIO pin, and now in software we can bind everything together and give it a try. Once our professional securing device warms up, I'm going to go ahead and take the start select whammy and these strum buttons and secure them in place. Hot glue, hot glue, hot glue. It's the best thing I got. Yeah, that looks pretty mint to me, honestly, and those are not moving unless I really want them to. The thing with these strums is that we have to secure them in a way that they don't interfere with the edges here. This is not going well. This is burning me. Ow, it's hot. Why is it hot? This is not called hot glue for nothing. Oh, Jesus. This is not going to plan. Oh my goodness, it's everywhere, and I did a terrible, terrible job. We're going to go ahead and learn nothing from what just happened and try it again the same exact way. I think this can work. I think I just didn't do it right. Okay, that'll take a while to cool. Let's just be very patient and hold it here for a couple minutes. And by very patient, I mean I'm going to hold a fan to it. Alright, the hot glue is all settled. Our button clearance is fine. The downstrom's a little sticky. I don't know how much I can really fix it. Now, we're gonna encounter the next problem, which is making all this fit back into this guitar controller. And I'm hoping that these aren't too thick. It might be a little thick. But we definitely have some clearance problems to solve. One being this battery cover is directly in the way. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try remove this with a knife and then some cutters. Can I just... Oh my goodness, that is some soft plastic. I didn't know they made it this cheap. It might look like I'm putting a lot of effort into this. That's just the camera. It's actually really easy for a man like me. How's that feel? It's a little better. Where's the Pi gonna go? I think the Pi needs to go kind of right here. Just, if the Pi is gonna go here, if I just like cut and cut, and then bend that piece out of the way, and the Pi will sit right there. And oh yeah, that's USB-C, baby. This is gonna be some quality stuff. Oh my goodness, we might have done it. Oh my goodness, it clicked. It's got a slight dent in the back. You know what can hold it together? These 1-cent screws. Oh, this is beautiful. It's gonna clean up really nicely, guys. This is gonna be such a masterpiece in a couple seconds here. And the one on top. And I think that's good. I think that's together. Wow, look at it. That's awesome. That went from ugly and terrible to beautiful really quickly. My buttons still only stick a little bit, but I think it's still going to work. These aren't moving. Each of these click. Oh my goodness. And there's the USB-C port, that beautiful USB-C port right there on the side. Wow. Let's see. This clip in here. I would love if this is in here. I want this to be here so bad. I think it's going to work. Oh, the screw's failing me now. It's not screwing in. And I couldn't imagine why. Dang it, I must have ruined the threads in there at some point. Can I replace this screw with a different one? Something that's a little bit beefier? Alright, let's take a look. Got my miscellaneous screw box. One of these should be able to do it for me. If it threads in, yeah, this might do it. Might be a little big, but let's give it a try. If only I had a nice compact Phillips head screwdriver. Oh, call back. Oh yeah, look at that. Thank you, Black & Decker Pivot Plus Measure Dual Drive. You're the best. It's a little bulgy. It's a little bit of a bulge, but it is sealed up. And I think that's going to be it. I'm going to give a little bit of a cleaning. We're going to plug it into a computer, and we're going to test it out. Let's try and play this with a game. Let's do some gaming. Here we have the world's worst guitar controller in game. I have a song chosen for us. We're going to go ahead and give it a play and experience this together.
Parker, the delivery deadline is coming and you are only just now arriving?
Oh.
Get these pizzas to the customers right now!
Don't worry, Mr. Aziz. These pizzas are in good hands.
It's pizza time! Oh my goodness, this is terrible. This is very difficult. The buttons are so small, and my fingers are so fat. It's hard to press anything. With accuracy, I should say. But it does work. And the downstrum is not, like, sticky. It's totally fine. Oh my god! Whammy works! Whammy works! Oh my goodness! I got a combo! I got a combo! Oh my goodness! That's too fast. I can't strum that fast with these little tiny buttons. Oh my... Ah! No, I can't do it. But man, does it work. I hope you all enjoy... Shut up! Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad this turned out as functional as it did. I think it's just fantastic. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.